Hello there everybody and welcome back to Movie Squirm. Today I'm going to be carrying on my Sleepaway Camp review series and we are at Sleepaway Camp 4, The Survivor. And this is, I say directed, but it's more compiled of a bunch of footage by director John Markovich and stars Carrie Chambers. This tells the story of Alison Kramer, the survivor of one of the camp massacres committed by the deranged Angela, and returns back to the scene from years ago to try and unlock her repressed memories by request of her psychiatrist. And don't forget, you can check out my other Sleepaway Camp reviews in the description down below and my Sleepaway Camp playlist. Look, I don't think this review is going to be very long, but I felt like I had to include it before I do my Sleepaway Camp ranking at the end of this review series. It just felt out of place if I never... And I don't think there's going to be many clips in this video. I'm probably just going to use the odd image here and there because I watched two different versions of this. I alternated back and forth because they were both equally awful to look at. And I can only assume that this was just released in terrible picture quality. This film supposedly began production in 1992. And in 1992, the production company Double Helix Films unfortunately went bust, so they could not complete this movie, and that is the only redeeming quality I can probably give it. They didn't have a chance to complete the damn thing. And this was actually included as a special add-on for the Sleepaway Camp Special Edition from Best Buy over in the US. But I think it's very misleading to Sleepaway Camp fans to call this Sleepaway Camp 4, and I don't think it should have ever been released, in my opinion. I'd say we get about 10 minutes of new footage here, and most of it contains this character, played by Carrie Chambers, Alison Kramer, just sunbathing at the location of the camp, and then staring into the distance as the camera zooms onto her face, and she's looking in the direction of something that happened in the other movies, and then we just go to a montage of kill scenes and stuff from Sleepaway Camp 1, 2, or 3. Now, this really reminded me of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. If you've seen that film, you'll remember that half the movie, at least, is just footage of the first film. However, this is worse because at least the new footage in Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 is quite entertaining to watch and quite hilarious. But this is not. This is just a load of crap. The only real thing worth mentioning that brings anything to this film, and I wouldn't even say it brings anything, but I'll just tell you anyway, is the last 5 minutes of this movie. Alison remembers something where she is chased by this guy who advances on her to try and have sex with her, and this hunter is out there, and she kills both of them off screen, and then she comes out behind a tree with a knife in her hand and smiling, and it's like, so is she Angela or is she this new killer? To be honest, it didn't even fucking make sense. I just think the audacity to release this is, like I said, a kick in the teeth, but this would have been more interesting as maybe a 20-minute documentary or something of what happened with the movie and why it never got released and what they wanted to do with it, speaking to the director and what his plans were. But no, they released it as a cheap Sleepaway Camp movie that to me it's just not a film. This is one of the worst things I have ever watched in my life. I hated every second of it. It has no positives. I usually start my reviews with positives, but everything about this thing was just horrific to me. Absolutely awful. And that is not director John Markovich's fault. That's why I said it contains some footage that he shot at the start. I wouldn't say he's the full director of it, but man, even his moments where there's some red flags there that this was going to be terrible. I'm just going to go ahead and rate this movie now. I'm going to give Sleepaway Camp 4, The Survivor, a 0 out of 10. Yes, I don't think I'll ever give a 0 to a movie again. Who knows? But there's usually like a 0.5 or a 1 in there. There's usually something to get on board with. But here, no, 17 minutes of my life wasted. And I'm actually glad I've done this review now, because if you're a Sleepaway Camp fan and you want to go through all these movies, or you're new to the franchise, you can definitely skip this one. If this review saves one person from wasting their time of watching this movie, then I've done a job here. Trust me, you do not need to watch Sleepaway Camp 4 when going through this franchise. Just go from Sleepaway Camp 3 to Return to Sleepaway Camp and avoid this. Now, at the end of these reviews, I always like to leave a little fun fact, and I could not find any trivia, to be honest, about this film, apart from the production company going bust, and that's why it was made. But I'm just going to give this as my fun fact. My fun fact for Sleepaway Camp 4 is that I watched it, so you don't have to. Okay, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this short review. If you've seen this movie, what did you think? Are you on the same board as me, where this is just terrible? Did you like it? I mean, I can't see anyone liking this movie. I'll be amazed if there's anyone who is the defender of this, but we all see things differently now, don't we? So thanks so much, everyone. If horror is your type of thing, please give this video a like and subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to check out them Sleepaway Camp reviews in the description down below. So thanks so much, everyone. You all take care, and I'll see you all in the next video.